Welcome to Loud Talk Podcast. It's your boy Sway Abu Dhabi. I'm here with my mans
X-Ray, aka Hip Hop Pops.
We got Chinos on the ones and twos over there.
Hey, what's good?
Upgraded.
Nessie Ness in the building, Roman Visuals. Sponsored by Hustle Killer. Got Nick in the back. All right. Chino go bring us into that first topic this week.
All right, so last week, we touched on who we thought and who we consider was on our watch list. The teeter-totters. So this week we're going to, even things out and give y'all who we think still got it. So, Sway, you want to start off or X-Ray?
X, bring us in there. We can go back and forth.
All right, we go back and forth. I want to get the obvious ones out the way. At least that's how I started my little list. Let's just get the man out the way, Drake. Right now, he has of the top 10 on Billboard Hot 100. 7 of the joints are his. On the R&B chart, 9 of the joints are his. Dude's charted on the top 100 8 years straight. So I don't want to get too much into detail because what he's doing is clear as day. So if you want to keep getting on Drake, it's whatever. But I felt like let's just get him out the way. Drake's holding everything right now.
I had Drake on my list too.
Yeah.
After Drake, I got young dude Juice WRLD.
Yep.
And I know it's the Still Got It, but I feel like he's hot right now.
Hopefully he still got it in a year or two.
In about a year or two. I feel like he will just from the connections he's making because he's with Slump God and like a lot of the Trippie Redd, a lot of the dudes that's like bubbling right now that's going to be like the foundation for the next 5 or 6 years in the game.
I feel you. And we included, it's Still Got It and who's hot. So it ain't no top 5 necessarily, nothing like that. But he's definitely, obviously, he's trending in the right direction. We posted a streaming chart of Audio Mac, and he was topping that chart a couple weeks ago. So, like I said, I'm just getting familiar with him. But from everything that I'm already seeing, he's making the right moves, like you said, getting the right connections. And in this game, that's everything. So, a couple more good features, I guess, and he could take over the world.
Since we in the Juice WRLD lane, I got Uzi on the list too.
Yep. I kept going back and forth with Uzi, but go ahead. Make the case.
Man, Uzi's like the young god for the young generations. He's what Lil Yachty calls himself.
Yeah.
Like the king of the youth. I feel like that's what Uzi is. Even though he calls himself a rock star, for the hip hop lane and the rap lane right now, for that generation, he is that top guy, I feel like he could take that, he could pull out something every year or something. Niggas is gonna be on the edge of their seat waiting for that shit.
Uzi is
any nigga that could jump off a 2-story lift and niggas catch him.
Young dude, early in the game, but right now he's one of like the main trendsetters. And that stuff we'll get into later or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I was going back and forth. I'm not denying what he is in the game right now, just like you said. I mean, he already got like the cult following without multiple hits or albums or years in the game, but he's heading the right direction as well. I just need to see some more product out there, like I say with so many people. That's all. I think he got a joint bubbling right now, but just for me, I just want to I want him to follow up last year's joint because I dug that the Toy Life.
Yeah. So who you got next?
Actually, real quick, I do like seeing him chasing dudes through the street. That was funny.
The Aristocrat episode was definitely funny.
And real quick, since we brought him up, it sucked to see him get chased through the streets like that. But Rich the Kid's kind of hot now too. So
yeah, Rich the Kid is definitely hot right now.
He still got it.
He got a couple joints on Billboard.
I knew he was hot when he got that Kendrick feature.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, okay, you got to pay attention to him. If the hottest nigga in the game is paying attention to you, then you got to start paying that.
But the dope thing about that is like, he put Kendrick on his sound. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because that whole song was him.
Yeah, that wasn't a Kendrick song.
Yeah, that wasn't a Kendrick song.
We got in the back right here.
Happy birthday to Rich the Kid, turned 26 yesterday.
Okay, then happy birthday, Rich the Kid.
26, and he just dropped a new single, Leave Me. So there you go. Get that for the man. And
he's still with Tory Bricks. So she didn't set him up.
After she set him up, that's love.
Yeah, we can get to that on another day. But yeah, that's suspect. But hopefully he's recovering well. Happy birthday. Who else you got?
So I got on the young guys, I got Lil Bibby.
Lil Bibby.
He still got it. He's been doing this thing for a while.
He still got it. He's fresh just graduated out of school. He went back and got that education.
So yeah, I'm not too hip on Lil Bibby, but I know I've heard his name for a few years now.
He just dropped a song called Crack Baby,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just popping right now. It's on its way to 1 million hits on World Star right now.
Okay. Def dig that. Okay, so I'm gonna keep an eye out for Lil Bibby. Staying with the Lils and the B's, Lil Baby. You have to go with Lil Baby.
Yeah,
Lil Baby's
definitely.
He dropped that album out earlier, 3 on the Billboard. Got Drake on it. And features, man.
Yeah.
These dudes is coming. The young dudes is making the connections. They're getting the right features.
They not working their ass off.
They not spending the money on all the trash.
And he's with QC too, so he's on a winning team right now.
Nah, yeah, he definitely is.
Yeah. They got the formula, and I think I'm just another one that I'm just learning about. But my man only been rapping for like 2-3 years. He said, you know what I mean? So that's crazy. 3 years.
But that's the thing when you got what they call sauce and shit like that. People
and
wanna,
what we used to call like street credibility or just
I guess basically you could say that too. But I just feel like when you were saying like the features, these artists ain't getting these features. You feel what I'm saying? Like niggas like Drake and Jay-Z, if you see these young artists with them, is because Drake and those big names, they see the potential. You feel what I'm saying? They see that's the new wave and they want to jump on it because at the end of the day, if they jump on it before it gets popping, they can say they the ones that got it popping. You feel what I'm saying? Because Lil Baby, he really had nothing out there like that. He had a buzz, don't get me wrong, but what made him it blow up was that Drake song, that Pikachu.
That Drake feature.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Because, no denying who Drake is, so. But at the same time.
Winning formula, he got the team behind him. Though to get a bunch of features leads to you being hot. So you don't even have to rap for more than 2 years. Lil Baby. Who else? Who you got?
2 Chainz.
Oh, yeah.
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
I feel like
do it for his mama, which I respect.
That was the first name you respect.
Especially over the last few years, at any moment in the year, you can just say 2 Chainz is one of the hottest out. Because whether he's dropping a full project, he might be, going back to features, he might be featured on one of the hottest songs out. So I feel you on 2 Chainz, but what else you got for 2 Chainz?
Oh, right after 2 Chainz, I got my nigga T.I. He dropped the Dime Trap this year.
Yeah, so you sticking with legends.
I haven't heard that, so I can't.
The what?
I haven't heard that, so I can't co-sign. I haven't heard any T.I. in a while.
Niggas ain't co-signing the T.I.?
He got the Nick sack coming soon, too. And he got the show about the...
He got the show. I ain't gonna say nothing about the show since I was making my argument about how shit don't correlate with music and shit like that.
But that's why I really stopped fucking with him, because,
He dropped something right now. Y'all niggas gonna run to it.
That's
not me.
In keeping with the hots, I want to get back to some of the obvious that I skipped over, but definitely didn't mention her. But Cardi B, and congratulations on the baby. But
Culture.
Charted hit after hit, ran through a whole year like crazy. Just had the baby, about to go on tour with Bruno Mars, and
that's crazy in itself.
And we'll get back to it, but she's obviously affecting the other females in the game and how they move. But you can't deny what Cardi B just did, and hopefully what she continue to do, because she's bad with it. Who else you got, Red?
I got Remy.
Sticking with the women, the strong women of the game. I could go with that. I need Remy to keep the momentum going. I mean, she just got pregnant, so congratulations to her. Hopefully, she can keep the momentum going through that. Follow the Cardi
she
B
might follow. About to say she might follow that Cardi B formula. Of course, the buzz isn't gonna be as big, but she gonna get a couple of things popping. She gonna drop a couple of singles with this.
That's what
I think her is more of her life, more social than music.
But I feel like that's gonna help with her music.
Yeah, I feel people are. You don't want to say more interested, but there's definitely a lot of love shown towards her and Pat Poo's relationship and the black love thing they got going on, and it's dope.
Because if we talking strictly music, sorry to cut you off, but if we talking strictly music, like, is she really competing with any of these other female artists?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who? Like, name one song that she got that did any type of.
That's dirty.
Well, right now at the moment, yeah, that's not happening.
She's cool right now. She's cool right now, but I'll counter that with name another female artist.
You feel what I'm saying?
Name another female artist that's.
Well, she just had the well, that was with Chris Brown, the Melanin.
Yeah.
Chris Brown. The other joint with
Hey, Boogie, that's what I'm saying. She doesn't have.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, as far as if we talking about on a female level,
like I don't remember no songs by herself
not by herself
that got popping. That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like her music, like when she puts out music, I still feel like it's a young artist. Yeah. Like let's get her with someone hot and try to gain that buzz. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I feel like, you know, she don't still got it. That's my opinion. So I'm just, you know, trying to
go ahead, X.
Just throw them.
Niggas ain't respecting my list at all.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you know, I got love for Remy, you know, and
then Nicki still got it.
She was moving. She was moving in. Go back to moving in the right direction.
I don't feel like Nicki's hitting on shit right now.
But she's putting out product.
But she's hot though.
And she's hot, yeah. And
but she's cool too.
But see, we can't do that. We can't pit them against each other.
I'm not trying.
I'm not pitting them against. But I'm saying I'm just saying because he said, "What about Nicki? Nicki's cool right now too. Yeah. She had the Chung Lee shit. That was the only shit that snatched for a minute. But she's still cool. She's swinging and missing right now.
No, but that's what that was just my whole point when I said Nicki is because I said that last week. Like I don't think she's dropping any ill music.
I feel like she's still hot though. She got her core is equivalent to like what the Beehive is like, as far as her fans. I feel like the only other female artist, rap artist that is on her level is like Remy.
Remy don't got no Beehive. Remy don't got no freaking Barbie.
What other female rap artist is competing with Nicki on that level though?
But on what bars or just
Nicki battled this woman like. She had a full out battle.
Nah, I understand that.
So what other female?
And what did that help Remy?
That's not the argument I'm having. What I'm saying is, what other female rap artist can get the attention of Nicki Minaj is on the same level as her?
Okay, we got Cardi. We got
Cardi.
We got
Cardi's doing it right now.
Yeah,
well, Cardi.
But see, that's what I'm saying. So okay, she's there by default. She's there by default.
Brand new.
Remy's there by default.
But I mean, if see that's why I don't want to get into just pitting the women against the women, you know, female MCs, because you know if you're gonna just limit to them, then right now, you know, you can bring up Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Rhapsody just don't make like the pop songs, the songs that's gonna get.
So that's why we don't bring her up because we're talking about commercial hits. But we ain't slighting the fee. We just. If we was talking about just lyricists, like who's the nicest, but we ain't going there. Yeah, like, you feel me? Rhapsody's definitely
about hot MCs right now. And then if you're talking about like women MCs, you definitely have to bring her name up. So that's why that's what I was saying. Keep it to just in general sense of being hot and not against just other women MCs.
Nah, I wasn't. I was just saying like if you consider Remy Ma still got it or hot, then I'm gonna consider Nicki still, even though she's swinging and missing. You feel what I'm saying? Because she's
okay now. Yeah,
so that was my point. That was my point because she's swinging.
Was she on the watch list?
Huh? Yeah, she was on just like last week. Yeah, that was my choice. Yeah.
Oh, that was your choice.
Yeah, that was my choice. That's why I'm like, okay.
So you
if
taking
Remy,
it back?
No, I'm not. I'm saying if Remy is still got it, then we gonna have to say Nicki still got it. Even though I say Nicki don't got it, but off the credentials you're saying with Remy, you got to put Nicki there that she still got it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I was saying.
So, all right. So, there you go. So another obvious, and whatever he wants to say his music is, whatever. But Post Malone, another obvious. In the last, 2 to 3 years.
Is that rap, though?
That's what I was just about to say. I don't even think he want to be considered as rap.
Wait, hold on, because I'm...
Technically considered hip-hopera is what they call it.
It's definitely hip-hop. I don't even get into that because we got...
He's in his own lane.
I could agree with that.
I don't think he got his own lane. I think every 5 to 10 years we get one of those. We get one of those white boys that crosses over into the hip hop culture. It's a new look. It's always a fresh look, and they dominate for a while.
Yeah.
But that
He's
shit,
been dominating for a while.
he's pop. He's pop all the way. That hip hop flavor on it, I guess, makes it hip hop. Or throws it in that hip hop category. But homie, that nigga literally is just singing now. So I don't even.
do all the harmonizing, but
that's not rap though.
So I know, but so a lot of 70% of the dudes that
but they still
that might
do
even
some
make
rap.
it on a hot list are doing the same thing. They just not doing it as good as he is in terms of making hits, cranking out the hits, and he's definitely.
But he don't even give you a rap.
I think he say in the interview that he doesn't want to be considered in the hip hop thing. Under hip hop.
I wasn't there for the interview. Obviously, we take it as the interviewer throws it out. So he says it got misconstrued or whatever. They took it out of context. Whatever. It's still at some point he said something close enough to it. So I think, in my opinion, without knowing the dude, but in creating your lane, right? And he seek because you almost just kind of did it. Was saying every couple years we get a white dude that does this, comes in and with the culture, whatever. So he didn't want to be known as that. So he's not gonna sit here and say, I'm this new hip hop artist making all these new hip hop songs because people are gonna look at him crazy at some point.
LeBron don't want to be compared to Jordan, but if you were great, you're gonna get compared to the greats, and that's the lane that he fits in. That's just what he is.
But we're not comparing him to the greats.
I know. I'm not saying that. Yeah. I'm just saying he as far as that white boy coming in every so often, that's him.
Yeah, that's cool. But what I'm saying is, we can't use that as a way to knock him for that's what it looked like on the outside, but he still came in, made his own lane. He tried to distance himself from being that white boy that come and try to do hip hop every 4 years. He didn't want to be that. So we may still call him that, whatever, but he tried to distance himself from that early. And I'm saying we can't knock him for it. The man's making hits, whether you think it's pop, hip hop, whatever. Dude just bouncing to it in the club or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations.
So anybody else on you guys' list?
Yeah, nigga. Royce, nigga.
Royce?
See?
Still got it?
He said it. I didn't even have to say it. He said it first. That's how hot that dude is right there.
Go on, hit him with the facts.
Well, you can't. You care because you biased. So
that's why I didn't want to have to say it.
That's why I said it for him. That's why I put him on there because it's
But
I know
and I'll give.
Do you agree with it though?
Yeah, hell yeah. No, that I said last week because let me get my thoughts together real quick so I don't misquote myself. You feel what I'm trying to say? But he just threw out an album, and I feel like even though Royce has been doing music for a long time, I feel like this last album that he just put out was like a breakout album for the people that wasn't really following him like that, because it definitely grabbed me, and it got me to see a different side of Royce, and he tried a different sound in a different lane. Yeah. He had a little bit more fun, to me it seems, and he gave you a little bit more of himself. You know what I'm trying to say? It was a real artistic ass album. So Royce is definitely
I can't speak
right
on
now.
that. I haven't heard it.
Cocaine.
That shit is fire. Chino, you gotta go listen to that, nigga.
So Prime 2. The Prime 2
2.
was the first
Yeah, and
project
Prime
of the
2.
Prime 2 was the first project of the year. The collab with DJ Premier.
Yup.
And Ant-Man Wonder on the second one. The first one they did with Adrian Young. I dug Prime 2, but it was something about the fact that Prime 2 came out and me knowing he was going to drop Book of Ryan in the same year.
He was just waiting.
Yeah, and at first I felt like it took something away from Prime 2. Since then, I don't feel that way. Prime 2 was dope. I go back and listen to it. But, so I felt like it took a little away, but then with Book of Ryan being so dope, it just really brought it home, and I'm glad for the recognition that he's finally getting. And when you include the Funk Flex freestyle too, you throw that in.
That was crazy too.
So yeah, I'm glad he's getting love. So
it wasn't crazier than the low.
The what? The what?
The Low Deluxe.
Oh, all right. Okay.
That was the best freestyle of the year.
That changed
Funk
my
Flex.
life.
But since we talked about Royce's Funk Flex, what I don't like and what I don't think you could do anymore, which is I'll let him slide since he's an older school. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't want to let him slide, but go ahead.
Spitting verses off of your album in the radio, free. Like I don't care if you spit the written, but don't give me. But don't give me a verse that I'm about to buy. Like, you feel me? That's fucked up. Like,
he's keeping it true to hip hop form.
I mean, but I get it though. You fresh off an album mode, you tired. Yeah. It's like, nigga, like I done wrote 1,000. Like, I'm tired of writing shit. Like, you feel me? Yeah. But nigga, I'd rather you give me the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
just the raw freestyle.
Yeah, everyone has that one verse that they got in their bag. You feel what I'm saying? That
he
can bring out for.
He didn't have it.
Was like, but that was the only thing because it got me because obviously we heard the freestyle first. Because
you tuning in for that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's the type of artist that you want to hear. Like, you looking for that. You know what I'm trying to...
Wait, so you heard the freestyle first?
Yeah. Once you started seeing the flex freestyles becoming a thing and popular and artists want to make their way over there, I was tweeting Royce like, yo, when you gonna go? When you gonna get this? So it was anticipated. And then he gets there, and then he spits, and it's bars after bars, and it's quotables for days, and he starts getting some extra recognition, and I was amped. And then the album come out, and then I'm hearing...
the same thing.
It's the same thing. So me... It just, I was like...
Because if it's a live freestyle to you, you done listen to it a couple times, so you already know, nigga. Like,
but at the same time, it's like going back to that G Herbo shit when he did the DJ Paul, like, that was a freestyle.
Yeah. Then he made it a song.
And that's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. We didn't hear it. Whether it was a song...
that's not what happened.
I see what he's trying to do, though, so hold on, let me...
I don't know. I'm
whether
trying to say
it was a song
before
or not, whether it was a song before or not, we didn't know it. Like, we didn't hear it. So it was fresh to us. At the radio is when we got it.
Yeah.
So making a song after the fact is definitely acceptable. Yeah. But giving us the verse that you're going to give us on the album.
But how do you know that was going to be on the album? You guys don't know that.
Because he just threw that out. That was the song that he put out. It was bad. It wasn't even mixed down.
What I'm trying to say?
I know what you're trying to say.
Me as a fan of him and just as
you see. So if you say I'm gonna go with you because you a fan,
and Royce says it like he's like, nigga, I don't.
Yeah, because Royce didn't. Royce did on the side note. He didn't Kanye his project and put it together in a week. So those were all it is when you're that type of artist, which goes back to why he's hot. Especially right now, he has so much to put out. He just has probably verses for days in his head. You write so much, and you just go to what's first in the memory bank. And they just so happen to be the joints that was fresh in his mind because it's about to be on his next project. So I'm not taking that away from him. But, as a hardcore fan, you just want to hear new stuff.
We just nitpicking, nigga.
Yeah,
give me new. Give me new.
Also, the type of caliber that you carry him at, you feel what I'm saying? He should always have new shit on deck.
He's a great, so you always you hold him to that.
I know he got something there. That's why I knew there should have. I felt like there should have been something new.
So does that wrap it up for the?
Now hold on.
Are we still going?
I do want to throw real quick out there. Just it's kind of obvious, but it needs to put out product. Meek Mill hot right now. You got the
he could be still hot.
Yeah, the industry behind him in so many ways.
Yeah.
And he dropped the 4-track EP, and actually some of those songs are starting to get some burn. The joint with PNB Rock is starting to get some burn.
Oh yeah, that's just that.
I had to get him out there, and
nah, we could leave it right there. We could leave it right there.
So that's what
I was gonna say Gucci. But since he ain't really did nothing just yet, you feel what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, a lot of features. Right now he's getting his money.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hold off on Gucci,
but from what I've been hearing, just on a side note, he's way better than what you feel what I'm saying, like lyrically and creating music wise. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like
better than ever. I feel like he's on the top of his game right now.
Hell yeah.
Well, a lot of when you're in the game for so long, at a certain point, you get in your prime.
Yeah.
You get in your prime, and these niggas is getting sober. Like, you feel what I'm trying to say?
That's another thing. The clear thoughts and all that.
Different. It's different when you actually managing your time and your work ethic instead of just going off of raw talent. Because these niggas was just in the game, you know what I'm saying? Living their best life.
We'll have to get into that in an episode. But a lot of these, you change your life, you change your habits, and you start making better music. You know what I mean? Change up the people around you. Real quick before we get off this topic, because it seemed almost crazy not to mention them. But if we're talking about hot, I mean, Tekashi? He's cooled off a little bit. But I think my man's out on bail right now, whatever, fresh out of jail.
Tekashi's definitely hot. And the only reason I didn't put him on my list is because Yeah, that was fucked up of me because I did put Juice WRLD up here, but its only reason is that I just don't see the longevity in Tekashi. Like,
with the antics, yeah, I mean,
I just see like each hit gets a little bit. He's hot, but he's just getting a little. I feel like that nigga's close to just simmering. Like,
I mean, yeah, we don't have the numbers in front of us, but
like,
I'm pretty sure if we look at the how the songs have charted,
I feel like that graph would be like,
yeah,
you know what I'm trying to say?
You know, from Gummo to whatever the last one is, it might not have reached.
Because you go from bragging to being like close to #1 on the Billboard to just being on the Billboard. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
You
like,
have to have a certain amount of money in the stash to keep up that lifestyle that he's living.
Well, I feel like right now he's at that line since he just got locked up and got out. He just had that 150,000 bail. He's gonna make that decision like, nigga, do I love my money more or do I love the fame more? Like, you feel what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So I feel like once he makes that decision,
that 150 wasn't nothing though.
I ain't saying
but who knows, because his show money is being affected.
He just came off tour though.
But
overseas.
What kind of tour? Oh, overseas.
Yeah,
where there was no bands and nothing like that overseas.
Yeah.
So but that's the thing.
And that's and you know they paying top dollar. Every show he had like I think like I don't know the exact number, but let's just say between like 20, 25 shows, right? All sold out. Every one of them was sold out.
Well, that's why he just has to be careful. Do your thing, do what work for you, but just be careful because you come here for a few days, you get bagged. We don't know yet, but what if him getting bagged, and this old school talk, he got bagged. I'm not talking about bagged. He got jailed. But what if him getting bagged stopped him from making a show overseas? And now, not only you lose out on that money, that's a messed up relationship. So that could catch up on you in the long run. I'm not saying it did in this instance, but I just think he was worth mentioning, obviously, on this. You know?
He's a perfect example of there's no such thing as bad publicity. Like,
well, the last 2 days he locked up. So
that's not bad publicity though, because at the end of the day, his core fans or his fans in general, or people watching in general, they just like, oh, that's just solidifying he's about what he raps about. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
fund me to give him that bail money already.
You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like when a dude gets locked up and comes home, is his buzz dead or bigger than what it was when he went in? You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Most of the time, it's bigger.
If he was popping when he went in, then it's bigger when he comes out.
So that's what I'm saying, and he's popping. There's no. So is that it for the list?
That's it for the.
So because that's a perfect way to end it, because we gonna go into the evolution of trolling, and I feel like speaking of 6ix9ine, he's like I wouldn't say the father, but
he's the troll master right now.
Yeah, he's king of the bridge, right under the bridge.
See, and that whole trolling, and this is the old head in me, but that whole trolling thing is new to me. But and speaking of the evolution of it, it started out as what we call publicity stunts. You know,
right.
And I said it before. It just started with the publicity.
I feel like the trolling, like you said, the original trolling of publicity stunts started with actors. Like, that shit was in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker catch it like it'd be a relationship, a DUI, you know what I'm saying?
Do you guys know where the word trolling came from?
No.
Let us know, Chino.
All right, so trolling, right?
Right.
Trolls have multiple color hair. All these rappers have multicolored hair. And they're the ones that doing these antics online. So that's where they got the word troll.
That sounds like one of them YouTube conspiracy theories.
I just made that up on the spot. Nigga,
Chino had us over here like...
It sounded legit, though. Okay. It sounded legit,
you give a nigga some tools and they don't know how to act, bro. Put Chino back on the ones, man.
That shit sounded mad legit. I was just smoking like, yo, trolling?
I'm thinking like, hold on.
I was about to start quoting that.
You know what I mean?
You know where that trolling came from.
But, it started out as the publicity stunt. Yeah, right. I didn't think of the actor part of it, and that is true.
You remember when the actors like they'd be getting out the car showing they little toy,
showing the cootie cat.
Nigga, I feel like it all started from there, bro.
Well, like true.
Hollywood.
What's her
Hollywood
name?
to hip hop.
Nah, I know, but what was her name that she was the one doing it all the time?
Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton.
Paris Hilton,
Yeah.
And Paris Hilton and Richie,
all of them,
Nicole
sex
chick.
tapes.
Sex
Sex tapes in a way
tapes.
was like a form of trolling. It was just that bad publicity or whatever. So that but the thing is now with the evolution of it, now it's starting to be accepted. So we used to look at publicity stunts.
But it always was accepted. Now it's getting out of hand. Like you could do anything.
We did.
I feel like
we always accepted it, right?
Remember,
no, I'm saying we used to clown it. Now I feel like we accept it because we see the genius behind it. Because now we see that this whole game is a business. But so if someone finds a loophole, you know, that's trolling. We see as trolling, but at the same time we give it props a little bit nowadays because it's a genius way. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
We didn't always clown it though, because we didn't clown 50 Cent.
Well, now the trolling, the reason why we look at it a little favorable,
but he did it good,
is because now it can like directly lead to money. You know what I mean? It leads to clicks. Clicks leads to money. You know what I mean? So, but that in my book, that don't justify it, man, because now dudes is doing a lot of crazy stuff for attention. You know, and it do what you got to do for the dough. But like my man was walking through Paris with no shoes on, looking drunk. You know what I mean?
But that, but that's because it has us talking about it one, and it's like a humor. It's a sort of sense of humor. You feel what I'm saying? It's like a nigga clowning himself when he know he good. You feel what I'm saying? Like he prides himself as getting motherfuckers to be like, yo, this nigga really bumming, and if he is bumming, why is he bumming? He got like just to talk, period. Because at the end of the day, nigga, he's going to the telly, money in his pocket. He just did shows. You feel what I'm saying? It's just a way to just get shit stirred up. Because at the end of the day,
and that was a little bad example of the trolling. Because in his instance, there's a lot of dangerous trolling that he do. And then that's another thing with the internet. A lot of these people, they dangerous activities. You tweeting to the wrong person, and now with people want to get clicks and all that, dudes are more inclined to try to pull up on you and then videotape that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy, and I think I don't know how we got here.
But is it dangerous? You feel what I'm saying? Because the way he's doing it is just kind of funny. It's like
he hasn't no
it's
one's
like
touched him yet.
exactly. Like he's saying he's coming in at 10 o'clock at night in Chicago, but he's there at 4 in the morning.
I feel like it's dangerous because anything that gets popular and trendy, like now you got like niggas, you get the local rapper trolling. Like, you feel what I'm trying to say? You get niggas that don't got no followers trying to get popping, doing these crazy antics, fucking up their own life and putting themselves in own situations they can't get out of just because they see a popping nigga doing it. You feel what I'm trying to say? So I feel like that's where it gets dangerous at. Do I feel like niggas is going to run down on 6ix9ine? No. Because 6ix9ine's not putting himself in a situation to get run down on. That's going to take a lot of effort by somebody if it does happen.
That's a vulnerable spot to be, though, locked up.
And to go back...
But he's out.
I know now. I know, but if you don't want to make that a habit, at some point, that this is what I'm saying. As much as we say it's not turning violent, at some point, and why does it have to get to that point?
Once you get involved with the police...
Someone's going to be desperate enough.
That's enough.
Make it violent.
Why does it have to get to the point where one of these dudes, God forbid, going to get killed, and then we're going to be like, oh, did his trolling go too far?
Because it went too far. because but for real though, because it's like one person's gonna. This is how you see it all the time. One person gets robbed. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Then he goes online like, oh, they robbed me this way, blah blah blah. It was a setup. The other dude starts giving it. They go back and forth until it's to the point that one has to actually prove what the fuck they talking. Yeah. All those threats. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And with the whole world looking at you. Exactly. Niggas fold under pressure.
And all of that happens is just because they want the world to see what they doing, essentially, in my opinion, is for clicks.
Yeah.
And that's crazy to me. And now it just seems like it's accepted to the point where new artists, just like you said, local artists, they're getting interviewed and saying crazy stuff just because they know it's going to catch some clicks, it's going to get people riled up or whatever. But then they can come out and admit that they did it, do it again, and then people still rock with it.
So let me ask both of y'all this question. So let's just say 6ix9ine just started talking about y'all, right?
And it's not only him either.
No, I know it's not only him.
Dudes
We just using him as
yeah.
It's not only him. We just using 6ix9ine right now as an example. But if 6ix9ine right now talked about y'all, and you realized that your subscribers just jumped 20,000, 30,000, are you gonna respond to him, or are you gonna be like, nah, I'm good with this 20, 40,000?
Because we're a media outlet.
No, but I'm just saying it as like if you were a rapper. Let's just we're not saying actual loud talk. Basically, my point is like a lot of these people, they see if a dude starts trolling them or attacks them, like we're using 6ix9ine as an example, but he just starts
responding. And like I would respond like an MC. Like I would respond in song format. Like I wouldn't do no clown shit to respond back to him. Yeah. You feel me? I wouldn't go to what the fuck is this? Where is he from? Brooklyn. I wouldn't go to Brooklyn and try to be on the. I think I'll kill him in.
You wouldn't be on his street
kill him on a record
at 3 in the morning.
Nah, I wouldn't be on there at 3 in the morning saying
basically.
It was 10
my
PM.
thing is, my whole point of saying all that was. When 6ix9ine, just like Drake, like how we were saying, Drake does a feature. This is kind of like the same thing. You feel what I'm saying? 6ix9ine mentions you. Yes, exactly. It benefits you. And a lot of the times, like these guys are below 6ix9ine, so they're gonna jump on that opportunity, whether they want to engage with it or not. This is their opportunity. This is a way.
But that's what I'm saying. But you don't have to troll and respond. Like look at how he did Chief Keef and all them. Them niggas didn't go do antics. Like you feel me?
Exactly.
Especially Chief Keef. He probably responded maybe 2 or 3 times with half a sentence. Yeah. But people are still looking for him. Like it makes the anticipation even more.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you feel what I'm trying to say?
He's smart,
so you don't have to be a clown. You don't have to respond as a clown to a clown. Like you feel what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Not saying 6ix9ine is a clown. Just saying that's how you get looked at when you keep doing all the antics. Like you feel what I'm trying to say?
So let's get off of 6ix9ine real quick, but. Same thing as evolution of trolling, like the new let's just Epps and Kevin Hart, Mike Epps and Kevin. Is that a form of trolling? Like, because these are 2 different levels of comedians.
There's so many different ways now, and
I feel like Mike Epps goes into the old school, what we said, the publicity stunt shit. You feel me? Always mentioning homie whenever he has a chance. Like. I feel like he knows if I say Kevin Hart's name, this is the headline. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
This is gonna be on Instagram, Shade Room or whatever. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
So basically, what my question? So you say it is a form of trolling. You say Mike Epps is trolling in some way.
But I mean, in this instance, I can't because what this was he posted a pic of him and Eddie Murphy on the set of their new film. And somebody jumped in the comments and said Eddie Murphy is still funnier than Kevin Hart.
Right.
And Mike Epps said, shit, everybody is. He didn't tag Kevin Hart. He didn't even say, shit, everybody is funnier than Kevin Hart. He just said, shit, everybody is.
Right.
And again, just like we spoke on last week with the other situation, but Kevin Hart finds out about the tweet and replies to the tweet, you know, and then just goes right to his ticket sales, and he's still selling out arenas and blah, 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 and then it turns into that.
But see, I feel like that's because they got history and the original basis.
Well, Mike Epps put that. He said that we've known each other for a while. This ain't nothing crazy or whatever, but he just doesn't think Kevin Hart is funny.
But I feel like, you know, that's just any comedian would say something like that to another comedian or about another comedian because it's like, you know, they jokesters. I didn't know about this. Like I knew a little bit about the situation, but like about the whole the tweets and all, I didn't know about that.
It was on Instagram.
Yeah, so when you said that, it's like,
but I don't
who wouldn't
feel
comment like that? Like anybody's funnier than Kevin. If you know.
If you like
know the nigga, like you know the nigga.
We just
like
established that trolling ain't really got nothing to do with like emotion and shit like that, right? So I just feel like, nigga, why are they talking about it via Instagram and Twitter? Like if they got the relationship and phone numbers, like.
So that's why it goes back to.
That's for us.
But
like
that's
you
too,
feel me?
It's all about like I guess deep. Not on the get on the deep. That's just all about what type of person you are. Like you brought up with if you're an artist and you know that replying a dude is gonna get you those 20,000 clicks. It all go back to is that how you want to get those clicks? But because of falling into someone else's trap and being his little puppet real quick. So what comedians right now, for some strange, well, not some strange reason, maybe it's hate, jealousy, whatever, but a lot of them, by hating on Kevin Hart in their interviews or whatever, they get those extra clicks and that extra attention. So in a way, that's trolling.
Yeah.
But and this, if you're in the entertainment business, you should be smarter than that. If you're in an interview and they're asking you about the dude, it goes back to how
you want to be.
Like the nigga, what's his name? Phase on Love.
Phase on Love.
That was just straight. That was just a hater comment though.
But I feel like that's trolling. Like I feel like that's him trolling.
That was,
like
okay.
Nigga,
I felt like he really
Hart's.
felt that way. He said that with conviction.
He got stole off on.
Who?
Phase on Love.
Oh, what? At the airport?
No, at the interview because he's running his mouth. He's a clown.
Nah, that wasn't Phase on Love.
That was someone else.
That wasn't.
That was
Phase
another.
on Love.
That was a podcast dude.
Oh yeah. Okay. So,
That was.
That was
Ari Spears. Yeah.
But yeah, so in that instance though, I think a lot of it. So yeah, in the comedic world, in comedy world, that's their form of trolling. Right now, in a sense, it is kind of just hating on Kevin Hart. And because you can have an opinion, you cannot think the dude is funny and still find in a sense a way to put it out there that doesn't look like you just doing it to hate on a dude. And in Phase on Love's instance, he definitely was just hating. Because it's one thing to say,
he was
don't
definitely
think it's
hating.
funny or make a little joke, oh, everybody funny. He was going hard. Like, oh,
Okay,
man,
so I got a question though. So is Kevin Hart this generation's Eddie Murphy?
I don't know. I don't know.
You can't say that because in my opinion,
They're two different.
In success, you can measure it.
Yeah.
In success, you can measure it.
How old is your son, Nesto? 14. Is he a Kevin Hart fan? Does he fuck with anything? Does he think he's funny? Does he laugh at Kevin Hart shit?
Okay.
Like,
So
so
what's that
I'm just
would
saying.
his son have had access to Eddie Murphy in that time where Eddie Murphy was
But
popping?
what? But
As much as kids have access.
I didn't have access to Richard Pryor when I was growing up. Like my parents wasn't just like, yo, here if you watching Eddie, you need to know about
I
Richard.
feel
like they was just that's just shit you just naturally learn because they just watching that shit.
I feel like they
You feel me? That's something I got hip to Richard. Me personally, when I was becoming a young adult and niggas was like, older people was like, oh, you don't know about Richard Pryor? Like you need to go watch this. Like and then I got hip to that shit. Just like Dr. J, like, nigga, when I was coming up, I was a Michael Jordan fanatic. Like, you feel me? Older people was like, nigga, if you like Michael, nigga, he learned from Dr. J. You need to go learn from Julius Erb. Like, you know what I'm saying? So then I went back.
Like, so you saying Kevin Hart is, like, basically learned from, like
Eddie. Of course he learned from Eddie, but I feel like for these kids, when they get older, then they'll be like, oh, let me go back and Eddie's the original. Let me go see who Eddie is. Like,
I think they're two different comedians, but we could compare them like X-Ray say it's success.
Eddie solidified. See, I'm taking into fact, and I'm factoring the impact that they had so Kevin Hart selling out arenas, all of that, crazy, dope. Would you say he's necessarily breaking barriers?
No,
right now.
I wouldn't.
Nah,
because I feel like
comedian.
Yeah, he's just because I feel like right now Chappelle doesn't showing it he's gonna sell out.
But Kevin Hart puts mad comedians on though.
Huh?
He puts mad other little comedians on. He does a little all-star joint.
Nah, that's true, but where they at?
That is true.
They're in the beginning of his his sold out shows. That's where they at.
But that's opinion. That's opinion.
Yeah, that's pure opinion.
That's opinion. I mean, I enjoy his not all, but I enjoy the move.
But but back to breaking barriers. Like Kevin Hart, I agree with you if that's what you're saying. Like I don't feel he's doing anything.
None of Kevin Hart specials, as much as they sold or whatever, in my opinion, they haven't had the effect as Raw. No. You know what I mean?
No.
Or Delivery. You know what I mean? So, and that's not to take nothing away from him.
He's
that's
funny, but
just by saying that doesn't, in my opinion, doesn't equate to hate. But I don't think he's this generation's Eddie Murphy. He's this generation's Kevin Hart.